Welcome to the 16th Community Invite podcast with your ever gracious host, Tito, the man of many nicknames. Today we have Vendeta,
What's up?
Ariel,
Hello.
Dev,
Goodbye.
and Han.
Hello.
Hanzo. We have Hanzo
Han.
on the podcast, guys.
Oh, we have
Han
the Hanzo?
The
Han
Hanzo.
Solo.
Your
Yeah.
brother's cooler.
Big day.
Yes, big day. So today we're capping off, I guess, our community weekend. Probably our first community weekend where we literally just sat here all weekend in the Discord chat, basically.
Well, that's every one of my weekends.
Well, that's true. This is but we started off with game night on Friday night. It was the Funhouse Discord versus the RT Discord, and I don't remember what happened because I wasn't playing something on like this PC thing, this new thing called PCs.
We played.
What's a PC?
New.
What? No.
It only started like a month ago.
Oh shit.
I think who won? I don't know who won. So
We
I
played
think-
like 100 games.
We played a whole bunch of games. I think Funhouse won the first game, and then
RT won the second game.
Discord won the second game, and then things just went to shit.
Yeah, we started playing. We played Overwatch, which with
Oh.
no cooldowns, and if
Oh,
you've ever
Lord.
done that, it's fun
Mm-hmm.
because every character with some kind of mobility ability can just fly,
Pretty much.
and some characters are just invincible. So you play King of the Hill, and it lasts forever.
I think they had that-
We had one game take forever.
Yeah, they had that in a brawl one time where
They did.
everything was like everything off cooldown, and it was interesting. Roadhog
McCree can
never
just
die.
throw flashbangs, and he can just
Mhm.
stunlock you forever. There's
No
nothing you can
cooldowns.
do.
And no respawn time, just immediate respawn.
Oh,
so when
wow.
you do die, you just get back into it.
Mercy, res everybody at all points in time.
Oh, I didn't even
Okay.
think of that one.
Oh, it's the
Should've
best.
done
Like
that.
honestly, if you have no cooldowns on a Mercy, she'll res everybody instantly.
Although
No one
all
will ever
the
die.
ultimates had cooldown.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That was
Oh, I see.
As Junkrat, you can make yourself fly. It's pretty awesome.
that was so annoying.
I heard Ariel was getting really annoying by just playing Junkrat. That's all she
Oh
literally
yeah,
played.
she tilted a couple people. People
I'm so
are
glad.
really against you just playing one character, and it's so funny.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, you shouldn't play just one character.
Tell that to Ariel, who just dropped.
I'm still learning.
Learning. You haven't even played any other characters.
Yes, I have.
You haven't tried.
I've played Roadhog, and I've played Winston, and I've started playing Lucio.
Lucio.
I'll let the
Lucio's a good
Sonic-
healer. Lucio's my favorite healer, probably.
I'm a Mercy main.
He's
so-
just fun to play.
Yeah.
I don't even heal half the time. It's just fun running around.
Oh
boop.
yeah.
Them boops though.
The boops
Yeah.
though. The boops though. Indeed,
Dim
indeed.
boops though. He's super good though.
Yep. So Overwatch was a lot of fun, of course, because
Oh, it was
Overwatch is probably the best game of 2016 so far. It's probably a fact.
Yeah.
And
That's debatable. God,
sorry, do
depending
you
on
mean
who
Tower
you
of Dragons? Tower of Dragons
Time-
is good.
yeah,
Time of Dragons. or
Time
whatever?
of Dragons, first of all,
Oh, I'm sorry.
which is my vote for Game of the Year. But I know Chocolate was really impressed with what is it, Uncharted 4? I've heard that's really good.
Oh, that was really good.
Of course. Well, I mean, Uncharted speaks for itself.
It just doesn't have the replayability Overwatch has. You can play Overwatch for like thousands of hours.
Yeah.
It's true.
That is true.
Overwatch has this like addictive quality to it that I
Well,
don't
Because
know.
it's fun and it's nice to look at.
And I don't know, it makes me rage at times, especially whenever I go to quick play instead of competitive. It's like hurting a bunch
Or-
of potato cats. And it's just
I like
awful.
potato cats. That's good.
It's all about that loot box for me. If I just
You know
level
what?
up-
You know what is the worst thing though?
What is it?
When someone is spawn camping as Tracer, like Bottoms did.
Oh my god.
Man,
Nah,
that
he's
John,
just good at that.
that
He
John
won
B.
us the
Adams,
game.
that John B. Adams, he's a real cunt. I heard.
Yep. It's
Let's
true.
just trash talk John while he's not here.
John B. Adams. Did you know John B. Adams is a huge fan of John Cena?
He
I
is.
wouldn't doubt that.
He's a huge fan of John Cena. Also, he went to a WWE event one time and was like so enamored by the WWE, he decided to wrestle. But then he realized, wait, this is real wrestling.
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, I'd like to make a correction on the behalf of Mark. We all know that John's favorite wrestler is Chris Benoit.
Well, everyone's
Well,
favorite
isn't
wrestler.
Chris Benoit the current championship holder?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He's the eternal champion.
We're gonna start that. Everyone who's listening right now, go tweet out Chris Benoit. So happy Chris Benoit won the WWE championship.
Well, he's the best wrestler out there right now.
Make sure you at the WWE.
Oh
No
my
one
god.
Everyone go tweet that out right now.
His poor wife and child are going to be haunted.
Well, too bad they're dead.
Dude, they'll be devastated.
Too bad they're dead. Oh, good jokes, guys. Double homicide and a suicide jokes for the start.
You
Great.
did it.
Good start.
Great.
It wasn't my fault.
It's none of our faults. We're all just insane. We're just gonna play insane.
It happens. It happens.
So, and then after a successful game night, we went to movie night with the best movie of all time.
Oh my god.
Possibly.
Oh my
good.
God.
The final
Okay.
Neil Breen film.
What movie?
Objectively, the best film
it is-
of all time.
Yeah, it is called I Am Here, ... now.
Is that a Neil Breen movie?
It was the last Neil Breen movie
The
Oh,
that
last-
we had to watch.
Awful.
I am so sad I didn't get to watch the other two with you. And I
Yeah.
came in about 30 minutes into that movie, and it was a work of art.
I want to marry Neil Breen.
Yeah.
Well, according to all
Probably
his
could.
movies, he's already taken.
Oh, God
Damn
damn
it.
it. My life and hopes and dreams
I know he
are
was-
ruined.
He was the one man I was saving myself for.
Neil Breen. I mean, God, that guy does not have a god complex at all. Let's be honest here.
No, he doesn't. He's just an
Yeah.
awesome
He's
dude.
completely 100% grounded.
Down to earth.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most
Salt of the
down to salt of the earth. Probably one of the most down to earth people I've ever met in my entire life. He
Did
portrays
we ever?
himself as
Did we ever tweet him? Did we ever at him on Twitter?
Guys, everyone listening, go tweet at Neil Breen.
He has a Twitter.
He has a
Neil
Twitter.
Breen
Uses it
and the
constantly.
WWE.
And is Neil, right?
Yeah, please, everybody at Neil Breen. Something community bites something. Chris Benoit championship.
Chris Benoit at WWE.
Yeah, ask him if Chris Wallen's his favorite current wrestler.
Maybe Neil Breen can bring them all back.
Yeah, maybe we can get him for an interview on the podcast.
Oh my God, I would cry.
We almost had a developer for Time of Dragons come and have an interview, but we just couldn't do it. We were so close.
Oh, the Time of Dragons guy. He realized what a shit show we were.
He lived in Belarus and he was so excited to get a link to the server. I don't think he ever showed up. Yeah, we can hear you eating. It's crinkling.
John. What's up, John? So, and we're culminating today with the podcast. So I would say Vendetta led the movie night, which was very successful. I don't know. Vulture led the game night, which was very successful. And I'm leading the podcast, which will be a fucking disaster like the other 15 other times we've done it. So, I'm
Is this
sorry.
number 16?
Yes. So, I'm sorry, guys, that we're ending on such a low note. I apologize.
No, weekend's not over. Monday is Monday's
It's a holiday. Yeah, it's
Oh,
Labor
yeah.
Day.
Labor Day.
At least here in Freedom Land. I
Yeah.
don't know about America Light up north.
America's cover band.
Yo, resident Canadian.
Nice. All right. So,
Sorry, what?
God damn it. We had so many good Canadian jokes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is it a holiday
my
tomorrow?
mom had to come tell me a story. Yes, it is a holiday tomorrow, but I have to work.
Dang.
Wait, what holiday?
Sorry. Also, my dog is barking.
The community by
He's singing you
mascot.
the song of his people. Please don't ignore him.
So,
Can you tell him we're trying to record a podcast and
Yeah.
that he needs to keep it down? I'm sure he'll understand.
No, you won't.
Oh my god, Ariel.
How inconsiderate.
I'm
He has
sorry.
things to say.
Put the dog on the mic. I want to speak to him.
We're such a disaster.
Hello,
I
this
He's
need to-
dog.
outside
that
right
dog
now.
listen.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
So I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know if you guys are on Twitter or not. Hopefully you guys are. There was a hashtag called #Fave7Games. Now I don't expect you to say your favorite 7 games. I was just gonna say mine. And you guys can chime in about like what your favorite games over your time of gaming. Probably what are your favorite game. But these are my favorite 7 games. So, number 1 is Super Smash Bros. Melee. So, Super Smash Bros. Melee isn't the best game ever, obviously. But the reason I put it at number 1 is because I'm not like... So, probably in the hierarchy of entertainment, it's probably movies number 1, TV shows number 2, 3 video games. So, when I game, I want to game with my friends. And I want to have a shared experience with that kind of stuff. So, with Super Smash Bros. Melee, obviously, you're going to have a shared experience. And, like, just want to kill each other. Because
Mm-hmm.
there's always that one friend who got too technical and got too good. And just, like, made the game not fun anymore. But the game is still fun, regardless, for me. At least.
Why are we talking about this?
Super Smash Bros. Melee.
No, why are we talking about your favorite games?
Why am I? Well, because I said
That's the topic.
That's my topic. Fave 7 games.
That's your topic?
Yes. Didn't I say this already to you?
No, you didn't.
Oh.
You just said you had to think of something like 20 minutes ago.
Well, this is
You
what I thought
told
of.
me, Tito. You told me.
All right, let's just roll with it. Continue, Tito.
It's a good segue from my topic, so I'm fine with this.
Alright, so obviously that's number 1. So number 2 is Halo Reach, because that's obviously the best Halo. It's better than 1, 2, and 3 combined. The story for Halo Reach is fantastic.
Halo had a story?
I hate you. Halo Reach is like a singular story. Probably like the best. It's the best story of all 4 Halo games.
My favorite Halo.
And also the fucking Forge, perfection. The Forge was perfection. So I really enjoyed forging because we made like so many game types when I was a kid playing Halo Reach with my friends. One of my friends actually got like pretty big on YouTube because he was a big forger in Halo Reach. So like he had like a kind of like a small following. It was kind of funny actually. So after that, it's Mario Kart Double Dash, because same reason Double Dash, the perfection of Mario Kart games. It's the same reason I put Super Smash Bros. Melee, because I have so many memories with that game. And number 4 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Same reason I put Melee and Double Dash on there is because so many memories playing that game, playing Michael Myers, playing cops and robbers and private matches in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It was so much fun.
And also the story, right?
I mean, Call of Duty is definitely not known for its story, if anything. But the Modern Warfare story is interesting, if anything.
I'd beg to differ.
The original Modern Warfare 1 and 2, their story is so good that I try to replay it at least once.
What?
On Veteran.
I'm astonished.
It's a good experience. For me.
I'd say it's something like interesting for sure, because it like kind of brought in what was going on in the real world, and like brought it into the video game world, which was really interesting. Modern Warfare 3, the story was just like, what's going on here? What the hell is this?
Yeah, I didn't like it as much.
But Modern Warfare 2, most known for probably one of the best multiplayer first-person shooters, even though the game was broken. But it's probably one of the best multiplayer first-person shooters. Number 5, Bioshock Infinite. Now, people give shit to Bioshock Infinite because it's not as good as Bioshock.
I would say it's not as good as Bioshock 2.
The story is definitely the best of all of them, though.
I mean, I think Bioshock Infinite is fantastic because if you take away the Bioshock name, that game is a 10 out of 10. Like, whatever you think. If it doesn't have that Bioshock name, it would have been a 10 out of 10. I feel like.
Real quick, can everybody tweet at John Badams that Bioshock 2 is better than Bioshock 1? Please.
You're gonna make him
You thought
real
so?
upset.
He's gonna cry. He's just gonna cry.
I was about to say, Bioshock 1 I thought was better.
It's a personal opinion of mine, and I know why it's not like super regarded, but
Well,
like
the gameplay
I
is better,
prefer
I
the
get it.
gameplay of 2 to 1.
Yeah. So
Wait,
I mean,
there's
the gameplay is
gameplay in
better,
two?
but
I like it better having the ability to like dual wield at the same time, and I love the drill. Like the drill is one of my favorite weapons in gaming.
yeah,
of all
gameplay
time.
was top notch in that game.
Okay, whatever you say, guys. No, I mean you're allowed to have that opinion for sure.
Thank you for allowing me. To...
But I feel like if you take away the Bioshock name and Bioshock Infinite, that game is perfection. The story, the twist at the very end, and kind of just like dealing with time. I don't know. I have an orgasm every time something deals with the time theory. So speaking of like dealing with time theory, Fallout 4, number 6. I know it's very recent and it hasn't had time to like have time to like melt and like how people actually feel about it. But I think Fallout 4 story wise was fantastic. And I know people say New Vegas and 3 is better. I think Fallout 4 was the best. Is the best. Now my number 7, which could arguably be my number 1, it's because I had so much fun playing with my friends with this game, is WWE SmackDown vs. Raw.
Oh God.
2007. 2007.
Oh, God.
I may have had that game, and
I
I'll
actually
tell you,
played
the
it.
WWE games are some of the best games for just fucking around.
Let me tell you something. 2007, probably the weakest times in wrestling in WWE history. The ratings were low, and man, the wrestling was kind of bad. And don't even get me started about the women's wrestling. That was just like the most sexist thing I've ever seen on television ever. It was amazing. That was allowed on television. But SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, playing as The Undertaker and literally just fucking making Randy Orton's head bleed with my fucking boot was the best feeling I ever had in a video game ever.
Oh my God.
And honestly, it's what got me into wrestling because my friend was a huge wrestling fan, and he's like, "Dude, you gotta check this game out, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007." I was like, "Okay, I mean, I love fighting games, so I'll play it." And then I played it, and I was like, "Dude, this is amazing!" And this was like at a point where I thought wrestling was real, so it even like just my imagination like was going.
Wait, it's not real.
How old?
My immersion is
How old were
ruined.
you?
I think
How old were you in
Spoilers.
2007?
2007, so I'm 22 now. 2007 was like I was like 11 or 12 maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
9 years
okay.
ago.
All right.
Yeah. So it was like
That's
in middle
passable
school.
then.
Yeah, that's middle school. God, I was a
You
dumb
can
kid.
still be a complete. Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
was
you can
10
still
years
be a
old,
complete
jeez.
dumbass at 10 or 11.
Babies everywhere.
So that is honestly what got if anyone knows me on this server, I'm a huge fan of WWE. I enjoy watching it because I think in one of our past podcasts I gave reasons why the WWE needs to exist on television, and you can go find that in one of our podcasts. So those are my fave 7 games. What are your guys' favorite games over the years of gaming?
It's gotta be Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez, that's tough. So I've played a lot of games. And when I tend to think of my favorites, I tend to think back like to what I played as a kid rather than what I play now. So they tend to come out as terrible games. So stuff like MVP Baseball 2005 is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
The original Sly Cooper, I've played through way too many times.
Man,
Dark
remember that
Souls.
guy? Remember that guy used to be a mascot for the PlayStation?
Not anymore.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Naughty Dog, or it wasn't Naughty Dog, but I think PlayStation like characters don't really survive console changes.
I can tell.
Like Naughty Dog had Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation 1, and then they had Jax on the PlayStation 2, Jak and Daxter, I should say, and then PlayStation to Uncharted. Oh, Sucker Punch. Yeah, Sucker Punch did make Sly Cooper, but Infamous, I wouldn't say their later game. It didn't have like the same level of success. I should. I'm a big fan of Fallout 3. Just because when I first got into Rooster Teeth, I would listen to the podcast just for hours playing that game, and I think I got through most of them playing Fallout 3. I think other than that.
Yeah, and then Ocarina of Time for Ariel.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's on. I would say that's on most people's #1 list.
Oh, you know what? SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Oh my god.
That is legit one of the best games ever. I encourage everyone to play that game.
I played it.
That game is ridiculous.
Pretty good.
That game is ridiculous.
No, it's great.
I just want to add this kind of a segue, I guess, but not really. Probably an honorable mention is another recent game I've gotten back into thanks to Mark, a podcast contributor, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist.
Oh my god.
Believe in the heart of cards,
let's
guys.
segue into your
duel. I wanted to segue.
Oh my god.
So me and Mark had a rematch. I've been sent to the Shadow Realm last week. Just an update on last week's match. So I had a rematch with Mark, and I just want to say I made progress, and I hit him. I hit him once.
Did you last longer though?
No, I didn't.
It was like what, 5 minutes?
It was
a 5-minute duel.
So Vendetta had a first-hand view of the duel, and man, I think Vendetta was like, I don't think you've ever seen a side of me like that, where I was just so angry.
No. I think I did take a screen cap at the end. I was literally 2 seconds off of like the world's best screen cap, but it was just the blank screen, and before it had said you lose, and then a blank screen, and then you in the corner, and you just looked defeated.
Well, I was defeated.
And then I got another screen cap right after that. There was this blank black screen with you, and I think I'll post that in community right now because if I still have it.
Man, that was like, I was so confident. That's the thing. I was like, the first game, it's like, you know what, Mark plays this probably more than I do.
Oh, it's on my desktop.
Mark plays this way more than I do, so he's gonna win. Mark, fuck you. And so I was like, Mark's gonna win this first one. That's fine. And then I was like, the second game, I was like, I made this custom deck. It's ready to go. And like, you know what? This is the match I'm gonna give it to Mark. And man, did he fuck me in the asshole? Ever so hard. Man, that was rough.
Tito, do you want a deck that can beat Mark's deck? I have one.
That beats the legendary dragon deck?
Man. I believe it has beaten the legend. Mark, has it beaten the legendary dragon deck? Because I'm pretty sure it's beaten all of your decks except for one, and it might have been the dragon deck. Man. But I have an amazingly overpowered deck.
The fucking dragon deck is a piece of shit because it has those fucking blue eyes white dragon eggs. If you fucking kill the blue eyes white dragon eggs, it births a fucking blue eyes white dragon into your hand.
You had no mirror forces.
I know.
You should have used any of that.
Oh man, I had like 2 mirror forces in my deck too. This is ridiculous. Oh god. All right, I need to move on. I'm just gonna get too angry.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
The rage.
So back to my topic. I just want to talk about that for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Dev and Han, what are some of your favorite games throughout your times of gaming?
I really didn't start gaming or get into it until I got pretty much out of college. When I was a kid, though, I did watch my uncle play a lot of video games. And one of my all-time favorite ones is Silent Hill 2.
Oh.
Phenomenal game. Probably top favorite.
That's your top?
Yeah, it's probably my top favorite game. There were the Borderlands games. Beautiful games. So good. Let's see. There's Trine, because that's also a beautiful series of games. The third one is a little bit iffy, but the first two were probably flawless. Like, absolutely flawless puzzle games that are multiplayer. You can play with 3 people. If you haven't played it, it's really, really interesting and fun. You can fuck over your friends, which happens all the time.
Well, who doesn't love that?
There's the Portal games, because also puzzle games.
Portal's fun. I liked Portal.
Don't Starve, if you haven't played that, is also really interesting and fun.
It's also fun to just get angry at your friends with.
Yeah, Don't Starve Together is their standalone separate thing, which was really awesome. Yeah, it's good.
I haven't done that either.
It's super fun. A lot of fun. Guild Wars 2 was my first MMO. I have a special place in my heart for that game.
Damn, Guild Wars 2. Shout out to
Guild Wars. Shout out. I'm the only person giving a shout out to Guild Wars 2, but I'm doing it. Except for the expansion, because the expansion ruined that game. Oh, I'm so mad. I didn't even buy the expansion. I was one of those salty people whenever they announced the expansion. I was like, this expansion's gonna fuck this game over so hard. And it did. It ruined that game, I think. It's so grindy now.
Poor hand. Poor fucking hand with Guild Wars 2. That game I heard that game was pretty good in the beginning, and then they just
It was so fucking flawless.
They might as well have taken a shit when they added that update.
Yeah, yeah. At the beginning of the game, before the expansion and everything, they promised everyone, this isn't going to be a game that you have to grind at, don't worry, unless you want legendary items, which is perfectly fine, because I understand that, because it's supposed to be work. And then they started making it more and more grindy, and then it kind of went downhill, but I was a big fan of the PvP thing and the World v World thing, and it was a lot of fun in the beginning, and then it got really fucking shitty. So, I don't know. The expansion just...
That's a shame.
Poor hand. Dad, what do you got?
I'll run through my list of 7 real quick. So I got BioShock Infinite, and this is no particular order, but BioShock Infinite, just love the fucking story. It's just so amazing.
Too. I love it too.
Dead Space 2 would be next. Mm-hmm. Pretty great story in that. Great horror game. And then Last of Us, again. Really great story. I'm all into those story games. And then Soma. Hearthstone. I'm addicted right now. I need help.
Hearthstone, wow, okay.
Yeah, and then Walking Dead Season 1, obviously. It's probably my favorite story game. Like, strictly story game, because you don't really get to do much else. Yeah, and then Life is Strange.
Oh, I just started playing that.
Life is Strange is dope. Life is Strange is dope.
Made me tear up toward the end.
The third one right now.
Oh, you gotta finish it. What are you doing?
I don't know. I can't remember. I know I got to the part where there was
spoilers for Life is Strange.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I'll make this as brief as possible. I'm looking for beer bottles to shoot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's the part I'm on. And I got past that, and then I'm past that arc in the story, and I'm on to the next part.
Yeah, you gotta keep moving. You gotta finish it.
Yeah, it's such a good game. Underrated game.
Yeah.
People definitely need to check that game out. Very Telltale-ish, but it's not made by Telltale, so...
Square Enix.
Square Enix made it. Who would have thunk? Yeah. So, pretty well-rounded from everyone. You know, so many different types of games.
Also, not video game, but game-related, D&D. I'm a huge nerd. I play D&D on and off.
So,
and
we were gonna play D&D this week, but we decided to game night instead. And so, me, Ariel, and Vendeta, and a bunch of other people do D&D on the RT D&D server. If anyone wants to join that, Ariel, could you link that in community, please?
No, don't phrase it like that. Don't say, you join it. You can listen into our D&D.
Well, you can listen into our D&D, but like you can join the server. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've never played D&D.
Friendly enough, and you know me, and I know you enough. Maybe I'll invite you to be a guest character.
And literally me, Ariel, and a bunch of other people just play to just break Vendetta. That's literally the reason we play.
You do.
Yep.
We just try to
Yeah.
break them.
Liam, we do use Roll20 actually.
Yeah, it's a good website to use for online D&D things.
Yeah, it's
It's super
awesome
good.
website. And it
I do have to say, Ariel, the most. I don't know if you're doing it on purpose, but you don't do any. When we're in combat, you don't use any of your abilities.
I don't know how.
What do
What
you
are
mean
you playing?
don't know how?
She's like a
what
level
edition are you
4
playing?
ranger, and she's only
Oh.
ever shot her bow.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know
Why
what
should
What
we
abilities
edition
I
are you
have.
playing? Are you playing 5th?
Yeah, we're playing 5e.
Well, that's because she's a ranger, and rangers can't do anything other than shoot your bow and
No,
then
she
send your
hasn't even
shitty little
looked.
animal after
She hasn't
people.
even looked.
Oh, you don't.
I haven't.
You can get.
no.
Oh no.
She has spells. She just doesn't know which ones.
I don't
Oh,
even
no.
play,
I
and
don't
I know
think
you're
she's
not supposed to
chosen
do
yet.
that.
I try to give everybody a little bit of autonomy to be like, look, I can't do everything for you, so I'm just gonna leave you guys to do the leveling or whatever, so I can focus on other things,
Mhm.
and that's a product of it. So
Oh, no.
that's my bad.
To be fair, ranger is probably the weakest class.
Oh, yeah,
in
it's
5th edition.
Honestly,
Yeah, but she's
it's
the highest
probably
level out of all of us.
she has technically been the most consistently around.
By doing nothing, she's been the
By
most
doing-
consistent.
She's also one of my favorite characters, I should say, because she likes to do acrobatics when none of you
God, Ariel's the worst. And then John, who's just trying to fucking do it in our last D&D thing. He was just trying to do the most fucking ridiculous things, just jumping off walls, doing all this shit.
Oh yeah,
Aw.
John's like the edgelord revenge and paladin, and it's
Oh,
kind of fun.
nice.
But I balance it out by giving him a squire that has his real actual name, which is its username really, but it has his name, and he's like the biggest wimp and the biggest fucking.
Yeah, but he tells the squire to do he told the squire to do the exact same thing that he did. Remember when he told him to do a backflip and then stab the monster in the heart or whatever?
Yeah, John rolled to slide under the monster and cut it under its belly or whatever. So he rolled and he did it, and then he was like, "Squire, do the same thing," and then the squire failed because the squire's a fuckboy.
Oh my!
Oh, that's the name of our D&D group, the Fuck Boys.
No,
Nice.
that is
Yep.
Pew 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 pew.
pew pew. Fuckboys
My
every
main
time.
goal in D&D is to make my DM giggle every time he says my name, and my last character's name was Ari, and the last name was Ola.
Areola. Shout out to Areola,
So-
guys.
I
Shout out
make-
to Ari.
Make
Also,
my character humongous.
Is that sexual harassment? Are you harassing me?
No, that's just my name.
my fantasy football league name is called the Areolas.
Classic. Classic.
Oh, I remember my my March Madness bracket name last year was it was Vendetta presses auto pick because I really didn't want to take the time to look at all them, and I don't watch college basketball. And I got second place, and everybody was kind of pissed at me because they were like, "You didn't even pick anything, and you got second place." So then this year I tried to do something I think I called it the auto pick strikes back. I tried to do Star Wars, the Revenge of the Auto Pick, or the Auto Pick Awakens, but it was too long.
You're an asshole, man.
I
Man,
am.
you go to the biggest sports school in the country and you fucking hate sports.
Oh yeah, there was a football game on Saturday, and apparently it was lit. They destroyed the other team. I was doing a game jam right down the road.
Oh
Where do
my
you
god!
go, if you don't mind?
I go to Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I went to Tech.
Oh, shout out to Virginia Tech.
No, Texas Tech.
Oh,
Texas
Calm
Tech.
down.
never mind.
There's too many
It's all about
Yeah.
the
goddamn
I was
servers.
gonna get so
Okay,
excited.
literally, 1 out of 5 people on the servers from Texas, and I'm sick of it. Sick of it.
I was going to get so excited. About,
We need more people from the
finally,
Midwest.
another
Well,
Hokie in the
Texas-
server.
stupid.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, literally everybody I talk to who's like, "Oh, congratulations on getting an Ohio State. You're gonna have so much fun at the football games," and I'm like, "Haha, I'm not going to them."
Joke's on you, Ariel.
It's a long way to walk from my
Vendetta's
dorm
social
to that
anxiety
stadium.
strikes again.
There was so much food in my dorm on the bottom that I
Oh,
could
you have
go
no
to
idea.
and
I
bring it up.
live a 5-second walk from the all-you-can-eat buffet that I have access to. So I go to that twice a day, and I fill up a to-go cup with Dr. Pepper,
Yeah.
and I
Oh
drink
my
that all day. I am the most unhealthy person I've ever met.
My dorm had the buffet underneath it, but the dorm down the street had the Chick-fil-A in it. And I could
Ooh.
buy Chick-fil-A with my meal card, and the freshman 15 was real for me.
Freshman 50.
Oh, yeah. We have ID cash that we can spend at like the Subway down the road or the Moe's, which is like a Chipotle, or I think there's a place called Buckeye Donuts that
What about Hungry
my
Harry's?
brother told me to go to. Hungry Howie's?
Hungry Howie's.
I don't know if Hungry Howie's takes our ID.
Dude, shout out to Hungry
Dude,
Howie's.
Dude, you keep laughing at all their like item names. Pretty much everything is like Howie bread.
Oh my god, I love Hungry
I think
Howie's.
they have Howie. They have pretty much Howie everything.
I just appreciate Hungry Howie for being a ripoff to Little Caesars. That's all I appreciate about Hungry Howie's.
I've never heard of it.
No,
Like
they
Little
don't do the
Caesars,
same.
like the
They don't
pizza
do the
place?
same. They
Yeah.
don't do the same model where they do like the
$5
quick things.
pizzas,
That's not
though.
everywhere.
They're $5, but they taste like shit.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, Hungry
Aw.
Howie's is like $10.
My Little Caesars is right by a wing stop, so I can get pizza and wings if I ever feel like not.
Oh, you lucky son.
Follow-
I
Following
used
my
to work
macros?
at a Little Caesars, and let me tell you, that was one of the worst jobs I've ever had.
Shut
Haven't
up.
you only had like 2 jobs, dude?
I've had 3.
Oh.
Yeah, they've all not been great jobs.
I worked at Walmart in the bakery section, which was a shitty ass job, so I understand you about shit jobs.
Witch. Shout out to Witch, guys. Before I had my first editing job, I worked at
Shout
Witch
out to factory jobs.
Factory job. My friends had factory jobs. They made so much money.
That's what I had.
I
I got
wanna
paid
be-
$11 an hour.
I want to work in a factory making bad dragons. Seems like the dream job.
Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. Han, you want to move on to your topic?
Oh wait, hold on,
Oh,
real quick.
D&D was mine.
Real quick, before we move on to anything else, talking about sports teams and my college.
Aw.
Saturday, I said I went to that game jam, and like I walked outside in the morning, and there were like police setting up stuff, and I was like, "Why are the police setting up roadblocks? What's going on this morning?"
Oh
So
my god,
so-
Vendetta.
I was just walking there. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And then I got there, and then people were talking about it, and they're like, "Yeah, the football game's going on." I'm like, "Oh yeah, the football game." And then I walked back, and I went back to my dorm for a couple minutes, and there were like thousands of people wearing Ohio State like shirts or jerseys or whatever, and I'm just the lone person walking through the crowd wearing a Toon Squad Bill Murray Space Jam jersey.
Come on in, slam.
I looked so out of place.
Welcome to the jam.
It would have been perfect if you had Air Jordans on.
Come on.
Oh man, yeah, I did get a couple people did be like, "Hey, cool jersey."
Yeah, because it's the
there
coolest
was-
jersey.
There was the
Oh
random
my
guy passing me
God.
on the street. There was the guy behind the counter at the Mexican place, and there were the 2 girls that were on the corner that I was trying to cross the street at.
Come on.
Did you
in,
ask
jam.
them if they wanted to watch Space Jam with you? Because
No,
that's the perfect.
No,
pick-up
I
line.
said they looked at me and they went, "Oh, hey, is that a Space Jam?" I was like, "Yeah, this is a Space Jam jersey." And the one girl was like, "A what jersey?" And she's like, "Space Jam, you know?" And I turned around and I was like, "I'm fucking Bill Murray."
I'm fucking Bill Murray.
That would have been a perfect segue to. If you haven't seen it, let's go and watch it.
No, yeah, I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't.
Yeah, you gotta go. Hey, baby,
That's
you
what I
have
like.
to see
Hey,
No,
baby,
Space
no,
you
Jam.
want some fuck?
That's
when
like
Ven-
I'm like, okay, thanks, bye, and I just like shrink
that's
away.
that's when that's when Vendetta's social anxiety kicks in. He's just like, oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. He gets out one sentence and then everything just falls apart.
Yeah.
Oh,
His voice cracks. It's all a mess. Don't worry, we
Yeah,
all have that. I have that problem too. I've been hanging out with this girl for like the last 3 weeks. My voice still cracks in front of her, and I freak out. I just like she's probably totally cool with me. I still freak out. I'm just like, you want to go see a movie?
oh.
I'm a terrible mess. It's okay though.
It's a hot mess. That's okay.
Yes. So Han, you're Han, whatever the fuck. I don't know.
Han, whatever you want to call me. My ancestor name.
Your
Ancillary.
topic was D&D.
Yeah, just D&D and seeing how any of you played it. If anyone's played any other editions before.
Well, you're in luck because 3 out of the 5 or 3 out of the 4 other people here are all in one D&D game together.
Yeah.
It's
I
Yeah, and
played
I've never
4th
played.
edition, which was
4th edition, I'm not a
awful.
fan of.
It was fucking awful, right?
Yeah.
Jesus,
it was
so
terrible.
much stuff.
Yeah, fuck that 4th edition.
So,
You don't even know what we're talking about.
So,
No, I
and for people who don't play D&D, why should people play D&D? For like on a creative aspect, on like a fun aspect.
I should say D&D is like the RPG where you control everything about yourself.
Yeah.
And I've heard like D&D has always been said as like this is the nerds thing, right? Well, I've heard of plenty of people who are like the exact opposite of nerds, yet they love playing Skyrim. And like Skyrim's one of the best games ever. And I would say like if you like playing Skyrim or you like playing Fallout, you like playing video games in general, D&D is like easily better than that in some ways.
I think it's just the stigma that it's growing around it. A lot of people don't
It's
want to touch
definitely
it.
cooled off.
Yeah,
over
like
past
the
It's
decade.
cool off
stigma.
now.
The stigma of D&D is going away. If you haven't seen it, and if you are interested in learning more about D&D, Critical Role is
Critical
on
Role
Twitch.
is great.
Is phenomenal. Matt Mercer gives you a very descriptive journey, and it is a phenomenal thing to get into D&D if you haven't seen it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the one with the actors and the voice
Yes.
actors and all them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it a few times.
Quick thing, Matt Mercer is
Yeah.
the voice of McCree.
Yeah, I
Overwatch.
know.
He is the High Noon.
He is McCree. Yes, he is.
It's
So good.
high
And
noon somewhere.
There was I stopped watching Critical Role a while ago just because my attention span's just gone up the window.
yeah.
But they're always like 3-hour episodes. But
Yeah.
I tuned in one time just on a whim, and it was right at the beginning, and he's like, "Yeah, Overwatch just came out, and I was lucky enough to be a voice in it. I'm McCree," and I was like, "Holy shit, he's McCree!" And then he immediately goes, he's like, "It's high noon," and he does a quote, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's badass!" And then he goes in and starts talking about it. He's like, "Yes, and like now every time I'm doing something, it'll be like 4 o'clock, and I'll get a tweet saying, 'Guess what time it is?' And he's like, 4:30. What do you want?" And he's like, "Oh, it's high noon somewhere."
High
Yeah.
noon somewhere.
Critical Role is an amazing show. It is. There's so much to get through to get to the recent episode. It's like there's 3 or 4 hours each episode, and there's like 100+ episodes.
I think they're around 60 right now.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You're right.
If they're on the same track as I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Good
right.
starting point, I think, is episode 24. It's called The Feast.
Mhm.
That's a good one to start at.
Damn, that's like trying to binge watch Naruto or Bleach. It's like
I-
fucking.
Funny story, I did binge watch Naruto, and it destroyed my life for 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, because there's like thousands of
school.
hours of content.
Junior year of high school, I did.
It was
that.
my junior year of high school.
I did it too. Junior year of high school, I was just like, I got back into anime, and I was like, this is amazing. I'm watching.
I
Naruto.
literally that was actually like the time that I had a girlfriend, and I was like, things were great. And then she got busy, and we couldn't hang out much anymore. And I was like, I'll just watch Naruto, and then I destroyed my life.
And then she didn't believe it anymore.
No,
She just couldn't believe it,
no.
dude.
Believe it.
Believe it.
I legitimately, we calculated it, right? I say this all the time, but we calculated it. I spent legitimately in those 2 weeks, including sleep, including going to school, including eating, including everything else, I spent at least 66% of my time watching Naruto.
Oh, wow.
What's crazy is it's not even done yet, so you got to catch up. That's like you're missing out on like 200 more hours of content.
I don't
Yeah,
ever
oh, yeah.
really like. I'm not big into anime or anything, but there are a few select ones that I still like to watch. Like
I'm not super
recently,
into it much either more.
The
anymore,
food
but-
anime, I don't know what it is, and I'm
Shigeki
not
no
trying to
Kyojin.
pronounce it.
Food
But
fight.
the food anime that I'm watching right now is amazing.
Is it the one called Food Wars where there's lots of like fan service shots?
It's the one where they go to like this really upper
Yep, that's Shigeki.
echelon, like that one.
Shigeki,
Oh,
so good.
yeah.
All-time favorite
Shogeki or
anime,
whatever
though,
it is.
Cowboy Bebop
Same.
will always be my favorite.
Dude, me and Vendetta are the same person. We
No,
both have
don't say that, man. Don't say that.
We both have social anxiety.
V
might
doesn't want to
probably-
become an alcoholic.
Dude, I don't want to become an alcoholic loser in the Shadow Realm.
Dude, oh my god! Oh my heart! My heart!
Wow.
I think one of my favorite animes, or the few I've watched, is Madoka, which is emotionally
Oh, don't tell Ray that.
terrorism. Like, it's emotional terrorism, but it's beautiful.
Don't tell the admin in that you like Madoka, or she'll like fucking chastise you.
Yeah.
I don't know
No
why
sh-
she
I have
doesn't
no
like it. It's
shame.
so good.
I have
Madoka's
no
so good.
shame, and people need to realize this. I am a basic bitch with no shame.
Madoka
It's
is good.
okay.
Madoka just like
I'm so lost.
oh,
So what?
she's lost. She doesn't like anything we like, so I don't even
Yeah,
know why
Ariel's
I put her on
like,
the
Ariel's such
podcast.
a casual.
Literally, she just plays Junkrat on Overwatch, and that's it. That's
Whose
literally
side
all
do
she
you
does
want
with her
to?
life.
She also only
like
played
you.
Ymir and Guan Yu and Smite. That was it. There's nothing else.
You gotta give it to
A
her.
little
She's
bit of Smite,
consistent.
but I don't remember it. I played League though.
Oh,
League,
God.
I've tried to play. Not a big fan.
Yo, shout out to
Can't do it.
Yo,
Big
shout out-
fan of Dota though.
Yo, shout out to
Um,
TSM. Wait, isn't Dota more complicated than League?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dota's like a bunch more
Dude,
complicated.
no
than
joke
League
though,
is.
Dota's competitive scene is like the best. Like right now, they just finished up TI about a month ago, and which is the big international tournament every year, and the roster swaps always happen right after this because everybody's like, well, we didn't win at this tournament, so we're not even worth being a team anymore because fuck us, right? So literally, I think every team from China, and like the biggest team in America and one of the biggest teams in Europe have all just disbanded. And so there are so many people like up for grabs that no one knows what's going on.
Dude, Dota is just so. Like at least I can comprehend League Pro League. It's just Pro Dota is just so beyond me.
Dota is so complicated. I play casually and I still don't understand it. I just play whatever I want, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
I've seen Dota, one Dota game, and a dude played a Balrog looking dude, and that's the only thing I remember
Balrog
from it.
looking- It might have been Doom, because he looks like a Balrog. Not our Doom Trooper.
I was
Dude,
gonna say, are you being mean?
No. There's a character in Dota called Doom, and he
Oh,
looks
okay.
sort of like a Balrog in that he's got wings and he's big and fiery and he's got a sword.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, that's
Big
Doom.
and fiery.
The only MOBA I've played was Infinite Crisis because I had DC characters.
What?
Shout out to you, man.
Oh, that's DC. Okay.
Yeah.
Big
I've heard of
fan
it.
of Dev right now. Dev is my new favorite person.
Oh my god.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What about me, Tito? I'm like you,
Yeah,
but
it's true,
younger
without the alcohol.
and in college.
That's true. You've beaten me in those things. You don't have any addictions, and
You're not an alcoholic, and your
and
liver
you
is
have
still
you
there.
possibly will get a college degree. So you've beat me in there. For sure.
Possibly. Hey,
Well, we don't know you're gonna finish. You're still a freshman.
still
Life
fresh.
hasn't broken you yet. That's all I'm saying.
Life broke me when I started working a factory job. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
It
that
got
was
me.
your first mistake.
Yeah, that was my first mistake.
Yeah, but now you're out of it, so it's fine.
Yeah,
you only
yeah,
did
man.
it for a summer. You
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
get
done with it.
broken.
The summer though here was like record breaking, and there is no air
Yeah.
conditioning in the factory.
Oh, my. Wait, there's no
Oh.
air conditioning? Is that like
No.
against some.
No, it is perfectly legal.
What
My
the hell?
summer here has been phenomenal.
Call the unions.
Call the
Yeah,
there
you-
was no union.
Call
We
the
should have
union.
formed one then.
There were meetings I think people talked about every once in a while that was like, we brought it up in the staff meeting and they were like, we couldn't do anything about it. But I don't know why, but it's there's definitely a difference between office people and factory people, and I'd always hear these stories about how people in the factory are like saying, we need more fans, we need like different conditions here, and the upper people are like, well, we can't do it because of this and this and this, and they're bullshit reasons, and they're like, well, why don't you go like move your fucking desk into the factory and for one day and tell us that it's not shit in there, and then they give us whatever we want.
Damn.
Honestly, there are technically a couple rooms in that factory. I won't say where, but there were a couple rooms with air conditioning, and they were all very specialized rooms, and I only worked in them once or twice. and it was lit.
It was lit. Yeah, it was
Because I got to
so
sit
lit.
down, and it was air conditioned, and it was all day, and it was great.
It was the best time of your life.
It was. And I got paid $11 an hour.
Yeah.
Dude, that's lit. If I've ever
That
heard
is lit.
anything that's lit, that's lit. All right, Dev, you got a topic for me, or?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if any of you followed the whole Ark Survival debacle, the DLC.
I did hear about it. I didn't read up
Someone
too much
watched
about
the
it.
no
But...
on. Someone watched the nose, I guess.
Did that come out today?
Yeah, it came out yesterday, I think.
Okay.
The no.
I don't
What's
follow
that?
the no too much. I do subscribe, but I don't like watching.
So,
Is that
oh no,
is that a
it's a Rooster Teeth thing. I guess
Oh.
I was just joking, but I guess never mind.
It wasn't funny.
Well, I mean, not the first time. Let's be honest. So, Dev, what's going on with the Ark Survival?
So obviously, Ark Survival is another early access game
It's pretty good.
that you survive in, just like the other 30 other survival games.
Rust.
And so they released a new DLC because I guess they had some lawsuit that cost them like $40 million, but they lost the DLC that took a lot of the content that was supposed to be in the main game and they made it you had to pay for it. You had to pay another $20, and apparently the DLC itself is better than the main game because there's a whole new island and landscape and items that they should have put into the main game. And the DLC itself is also early access, so you're paying for early access game, and then they have the gall to charge for a DLC that was also in early access that should have been in the main game, and then everyone's losing their shit about it, and it's just fucked up. And it's so many fucking PC games and all this other shit happening with these developers doing the same shit. It's at a point where it's like I don't even enjoy games anymore, and there's hardly any few games that impress me or don't try to pull greedy shit on me, try to screw me over as a consumer.
I just don't buy early access games now.
Yeah,
I think
I've never trusted them in the first place.
my stance on early access games became avoid them at all costs after DayZ.
Yeah.
The only exception I think I made was for the Rooster Teeth game, Grim Eclipse.
But that game
that was
I've heard is pretty fantastic. I mean, it is what it is.
It is, yeah, it is what it is, and it's pretty good for what it is. But I did it less of like I want to play this game, and more like I want to support RT.
Also, pre-ordering games. I still don't get why people do that.
Yeah, I don't.
I do it all the time.
It pisses
I
pisses me
almost
off.
ordered Star Wars.
You're literally the problem,
Like,
Tito.
you know what I
Yeah.
do?
Stop it.
I literally go the day before I want to buy a game. Like, you know what? I'm gonna buy Battlefield 1. The day before I buy the game comes out, I pre-order it and then it pre-downloads overnight, and then I can play it the next day.
Although I will say I did do that for Dark Souls 3 the day before because I wanted to make sure I had a pre-download of it.
Yeah, but why don't you just wait like a day or so to play it?
I
Or
wanna play it
Because
when
I
wake
wanted to
up.
play it like
Yeah,
as
but-
it came out.
see, that's the issue I have. So what if you could say the same thing about like Assassin's Creed Unity or a majority
Well, I'm
of
buying
these other games that?
electronically, so I just honestly I don't think it like I think no matter what I do, it doesn't matter.
Well, electronically does affect it because there's literally no reason to pre-order because it's electronic copy. Pre-ordering was only made in the beginning for physical copies because they would run out of copies.
Mhm.
So I don't get when people pre-order games digitally because your copy is always there. And why are you gonna buy into a game before it even comes out? That's like giving money to some corporation. You're giving money to some like multi-million-dollar corporation
No, I
in hopes that you get a
I
product.
never pre-ordered physical copies. I will say that I never pre-ordered.
I know.
physical
I'm just
copies.
saying that's what I was originally made.
I only pre-ordered physical copies at some point because I would go to midnight launches, and to do that, you needed to pre-order and get like a specific receipt to go to that.
Well, that was years ago when you ran out of copies. That's why it was made. I mean, like nowadays, even if there's a midnight release, you can still just go up there and buy a copy if they have it. Because they on midnight releases, I know for a fact that they only hold a certain amount of copies for those who pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
I just mean I really don't get the whole stigma around people still pre-ordering because there's no advantages to it. You're just
I get it. Like I
trying
totally understand what you're saying, and that it's like
consumerism.
it's a dead tactic at this point, and really it's only just giving money to them early because they're gonna have copies anyway. But the point of why I guess people like me do it at this point isn't because we're
It's for
it's not
pre-ordering.
so
it's
much
for
like I'm gonna buy
pre-downloading.
this game. Here's my money. It's like oh, I just want to make sure that I actually get a download and I'm not clogged up once the game comes out, or I want to make sure I can play this game at midnight the time it comes out, or I want to go to the midnight launch or something. There's another reason other than just the game.
Well, yeah, no, and that's one of the things I don't get, why people can't wait a day or so just to look at the reviews and see if it's even worth it. Like, for example, No Man's Sky, the game, everyone was like on hype and the game came out to be shit. And it's like, why do people even buy into it in the first place and pre-order it?
Oh yeah, I definitely understand that, because at this point I only pre-buy games, I should say, if I know for a fact that no matter what reviewers are going to say about it, I'm going to buy it. Like, no matter what reviewers were going to say, I was going to buy Destiny, or there was no reason that would make me not buy Dark Souls 3.
Well,
I pre-ordered Overwatch, but I also got into the beta for it.
I did.
Yeah,
do that.
Overwatch is different.
That's another
Yeah.
reason. That's another exception where I wanted to have a pre-download.
Well, yeah, at least with Overwatch, you got to play the game and they let you try out. It's because when you played it, it was essentially the main game. It's just you were only limited, so you knew what you were getting by pre-ordering it. But just for most every other game, you don't know what you're getting, and it most of the time it just comes out like poop.
I went into Overwatch thinking that I would hate it because I had so many people say, "Oh, you should try this game. It's new, blah blah blah." And I was just like, well, I'm not going to like it. And I told everyone, I'm going to hate this video game. And then I tried it up with it. And I still love it. But I liked it enough to pre-order it. Which is rare for me. Because I don't ever pre-order games. And I'm really choosy about which games I buy. Because I have such a limited attention span. And it's hard for me to sit down and pay attention to games. So I was really happy with Overwatch, and I still am, and I think it's worth the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Overwatch is the only game so far that I've bought full price.
Really? You haven't bought any other game full price?
No,
Diablo
I
other
on
games?
sale.
I don't think I have either.
Diablo 3 is the game one of the other ones I bought full price, and Guild Wars 2. Probably the only few
Shout
games.
out to Guild Wars 2, guys.
Another shout out.
This episode is sponsored by Guild Wars 2.
Guild Wars 2 wishes, because there's like 20 people who still play that game. I don't know how that game is still alive. I don't get it.
Well,
I don't either.
What's it called? PlanetSide 1 just ended their run earlier this year in like a huge fashion. It was really cool. I've been a big fan of not PlanetSide 1, but PlanetSide 2.
Yeah.
And like it's such a unique game at this point that like people just like came out in droves just to see to get shut down.
I've never touched that game.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you like Battlefield at all, it's so interesting because planets. You know how you see trailers of like Battlefield player games, and they're like, "Oh, it's going to be so tactical, like so cool or whatever." PlanetSide 2 is legitimately one of the only games where I've ever felt pinned down by enemy fire, or I've ever felt like I'm part of an army or like part of a group. Like, I remember when I used to play, I joined up with this outfit, which is like their guild system, and we would like get tank columns like half the server long, and we'd just steamroll through the server. Or we did this one thing where we lined up tanks all at one base that we wanted to take. We lined up tanks, we lined up ammo vehicles that would distribute ammo, and we just shelled this building for like an hour, just sitting there shooting. We didn't even know what we were shooting at. It was some of the most fun I've ever had in games.
Yeah, I've been experiencing that lately. I don't know if any of you have the Vive, but this game came out called Onward. It's like a realistic military sim. It's intense, I tell you what.
Yeah, I haven't touched the Vive yet, but I'm excited for that to become more affordable and have better games.
Oh yeah.
I want to make a special shout out since we're shout outing games. Shout out to Eve Valkyrie. Never played that game, but that game has its own, like the developers of that game hired an economist. So just like shout out to that game for being so intricate.
Oh yeah,
if you have to,
I don't know.
If you have to hire an economist, it's ridiculous.
I don't know if Eve ever did, but
No,
they
was
had
it Eve?
they had a very intricate economy. I don't know if they ever hired economists,
Oh yeah.
but their system is so like free market that players can do almost anything they want, and it's really strange to see what people do just given like the system.
I
Yeah, I
guess
know.
I'm
such
trying
a
to find
time
the
sink
developers
though.
now. I'm trying to find who it was. I think it was Eve Valkyrie.
I haven't even heard of that.
It's like this
So-
like old
Of
PC
Eve?
game.
I know
yeah,
what EVE Online is. I
it's
haven't heard
actually
of
going to be
Eve
going.
Online.
Okay, I was gonna say because it's actually going free to play technically soon.
Oh,
So if
yeah,
anybody's
Eve.
interested in checking out Eve, that's another piece of news from
Oh,
this
so it
weekend.
was Eve. Because I remember Colin,
It's-
Colin Moriarty from Kind of Funny was talking
Yeah.
about how ridiculous the economy was.
They also
Wait.
they have those huge like space battles that are like
Yeah.
10,000 people.
Is Valkyrie playable right now?
Eve Valkyrie, I'm not sure.
Eve.
I just noticed it's
is
VR. It's a VR game. Oh my god.
Yeah. Eve Online is a huge time sink, and there is it's very hard to get into it. Like it's a very huge time sink, like 6 months to get to being capable of being and to be able to play it at all.
Eve Valkyrie was a launch title for Oculus Rift that came out in March, and in April they announced it will get Vive support. Not sure when though. Jeez. Eve literally has like they have related Wikipedia articles of battles that they've had.
Yeah,
Well, I've read
didn't they have like
stories
the
of the-
biggest online battle ever too, or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
they
it got
did.
dwarfed by another one earlier this year.
Don't they usually cost like tens of thousands of dollars in game currency
It-
or whatever they?
Oh yeah.
It's expensive. We're doing shout out to games. Shout out to Golf with Friends
Golf
with
because
Friends.
that game is amazing.
Oh, well, I own it. I haven't even touched it yet.
It's so good.
While we were
Love
on
it.
the talk of Eve, I want to recommend a video real quick. If everyone can look up "This is really Eve Online" with really all capitals, I think it's a video that spoofed one of their trailers. That was like, "This is real communication that people are having in Eve," and it's people like, "Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take this sector," and it's super tactical. And then they cut all that out and they put in dialogue from actual like rage quits in the game, and it's like it's it's so fucking funny because it's like, if you ever talk back to me again, I will kick you so far off this fucking server you will fucking feel it up your ass.
to it right now.
Or I think there's one, I don't remember the exact quote, but it's like, because you are literally the cancer that is eating this alliance from the inside out.
Rage quitting in video games is beautiful. Like
Oh baby, a triple.
I rage at Overwatch, but listening to some people, like some of my friends, rage at video games is the most hilarious thing ever. Shout out to Guild Wars 2 again, because we also talked in comms for that, because there was guild fights and everything, and listening to people fucking rage was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and listening to the other servers whenever they would bitch about us was flawless.
A shout out to shout outing. It's a
Yeah,
really
I
great
already
thing to
found
do.
that's
so good.
That's the title of the podcast. This is
Oh,
the
yes.
title of the podcast. Shout out.
Just holler.
Yeah. Ariel, you want to
Can
go?
I get a shout out for my man Harambe?
Can I get a shout?
Shut up.
Can I get a shout out?
Let
to,
that meme die, just like
No,
Harambe.
it can never die. Never.
Can
Not
I-
like Harambe.
Can I get a shout out to the 2016 Powerpuff Girls?
Oh no!
Wait,
Let
whatever
that
happened
die
to that?
too. Let it die.
No me gusta.
Fuck you.
There's a lot of
Is that
hype
what that
around it
was?
coming back.
Yes.
but
When Bubbles
You kept
says
saying that.
when Bubbles says no me gusta. And she makes an app on the phone where she creates memes on the app.
No.
What is my
Oh,
life?
Oh, so I'm assuming it was a disappointment.
yes.
Oh yeah, it's entirely disappointing.
They were using memes that were like 3 or 4 years old, and I just didn't know what was going on.
I'm sure they've been trying to bring the show back for like 10 years now. So like all the material they wrote, it's kind of dated now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
gotta
was
be up to
super
date on memes,
dated.
man. You can't date memes because then you're out of date with everybody.
That's true. Because honestly, once a popular television show uses a meme, it's already out of date. Instantly, when it's in use, it's out of date.
Have you seen any? Have you seen Stranger Things? Speaking of TV shows and whatnot.
Oh man,
I
that's
haven't. It's been
I
recommended by
haven't.
everybody
Oh,
I know.
it's so good.
it's probably the
Stranger
best
Things,
TV show I've
phenomenal.
seen since Breaking Bad.
The best thing on Netflix is Stranger Things.
It's probably the best thing I've seen since Breaking Bad.
Mhm.
I will.
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
I would recommend it if you haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
I was
watch
thinking
it.
about doing a review for Community Bite on Stranger Things. So, Han, if you want to do that, I'm totally
Yeah.
down.
I'm down.
Will it be as good as the community bite? What's it called? Bite finds for any of the other movies you've done?
Bite Finds. Yeah, shout out to John B. Adams because I'm still waiting on him to release his episode of Bite Finds games, and it's just never gonna happen.
Yeah, we're still waiting on Bite finds Time of Dragons. So actually, what I really want everyone to do is go message John B. Adams right now. He's in the top right. Message him. Where
You're
is Bite
giving-
finds Time
you're
of
giving
Dragons?
Please.
Giving the viewers like a quest of objectives to complete. You just don't. Just,
Please do it.
Stop asking things of them.
Message him or at him. Just make his fucking Discord ping.
The disappointed
Guys.
sigh from Ariel is beautiful. Just like, oh my god, what am I doing with my life?
Oh my
Why am I
god.
here? Why did I agree
Well,
to
I
do
regret all
this?
my life decisions that have brought me to this moment. in
That's
time.
what Community Bite is for. It is here to make you rethink everything you thought you knew. I should have worn my Community Bite shirt. I have my shirt upstairs.
in the community chat.
Wait, there's shirts. Wait, what?
There were shirts.
We
There
had
were shirts for a
shirts.
solid 14 days, and a total of 4 people bought them.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
I wasn't
go
aware.
us.
Yeah, we're probably gonna put them up again in the winter somehow.
Yeah, you need to put them up again. I need to buy one.
Oh, we were thinking of doing sweatshirts in
Yeah,
the
do hoodies. I need to embrace my basic
a solid
bitchness
white
even more.
hoodie.
I need
You need
yoga
a solid-
pants and hoodies.
We need-
Vendetta, you
we
have
need-
a topic or?
No,
Community Bite.
I talked about everything I wanted to talk about.
All right.
Can we
I've
talk
got a
about
product.
something that doesn't have to do with fucking
Ariel, I
video
think you're
games
next
for a
with the
minute?
topic, right? Or
Ariel, this is a video game culture. This Discord is made for video games. What do you want?
Oh, but we can talk about other things.
Yeah,
we can talk
like-
about video games all the time.
Can we talk about that feeling when you smack your tiny
Can we talk
toe
about
on
that
the
feeling
edge
where
of a
in the end it
kitchen
doesn't
table?
even matter? Dude, fucking r/YouTube haiku has made me a memer, and I want to kill myself.
Dude, Dino, I told you, there is a point in my life, all right, where I can say I have a point in my life where it was before YouTube haiku and after YouTube haiku,
Oh,
and I'm
man.
and
Wait, where's this at? I need to.
all
Don't-
right, so I will link it in Community Bite. It is a subreddit called /r/YouTube haiku. It has changed my life for the better. At
I'm
this
not
point.
gonna put
It
that
is-
evil on myself, Ricky Bobby, and I'm gonna stay away from that.
Oh,
It's videos that are all under 30 seconds. You can filter out memes if you really want to. I'd hate you if you did. Or you can filter out everything that isn't memes, or you can watch them all together. But they are all golden videos. They are all amazing.
it's it's time to stop.
I think that speaking of the Powerpuff Girls thing, one of the videos that got me into YouTube haiku was Bubbles going, "No Megusa," making the face, and then fucking Filthy Frank walks in and just goes, "It's time to stop."
Where are your parents? Do you have any parents? God, guys, seriously, if there's ever a subreddit you need to check out, it's r/YouTube haiku. Please go check.
I'm
it out.
on it right now.
I
This
would
is
also,
amazing.
I would like to credit Andy Blanchard, the red face,
The red
fucking
face. The red face.
fuck of the internet box for sending me to such a glorious subreddit.
It's,
Shut
it's
up,
time to
Shock. The name's
stop.
great.
You guys are ridiculous.
Ariel, fine. It's your topic. Go. Whatever you want to talk about.
Wait,
Go.
real quick, fucking PCD.
Stop it!
How
Oh
do
my
you-
god.
I still want to know, how do you feel about trailers that your company makes getting made?
No,
into memes?
we're not talking about this. No, I emailed that to the company. Oh man, there were some.
Really?
angry
Did you get
things.
any responses?
Oh, it was an everyone email. It was an everyone email. I sent it to my whole team. They were angry. It was not a good email chain. Let me tell you. Oh man.
I'd
So-
say it
Wait.
was successful.
I need to be caught up.
So,
Message
okay.
me. Whatever.
Um,
I will
will-
message you soon.
I worked on a project called. So I work at Ant Farm Studios, Ant Farm Production Studios as an editor, and we recently made the trailer for the Ring reboot. It's called Rings.
That was you.
It wasn't me. I mean, it was a group of people.
It was you.
It was a collection of people.
Do you accept criticism? Because
of course, I accept criticism. I'm not saying that was my first project I worked on. I just want to say.
Well, that's a good beginner's project. I will say this.
It got 3 million views in 24 hours. So I mean, you guys can hate all you want. There was a lot of views on it, and people obviously are talking about it.
I'm not hating. I was just gonna say it could have been better.
Look, I can't talk about. I can't say anything because paper contract stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're being recorded right now. You don't want to say anything you'll regret.
No, it's just like I've seen the movie, so.
You've seen the movie? That's cool.
You should tell me how it is because I have a feeling it's gonna.
NDA.
I was just gonna tell him to tell me what he thought of it. Like,
I'm not gonna say anything.
All right.
I can't.
I'm sorry for prying.
Oh yeah, dude, you're a fan of Humongous?
No, stop.
Dude, fucking Humongous was the meme of the week. It was fucking humongous.
Are you
humongous?
Why'd you say humongous? What?
Sausage.
All right, Ariel had a topic real quick. I gotta go real quick. So Ariel, what's your topic?
Oh my god, this is gonna take longer than just real quick.
Speed it up.
Okay, so on the Funhouse server, since I'm the person who is running things now, like a week ago, we banned a couple dudes well, we didn't even ban them. They got kicked. They're not even banned. Here's the best part. They got kicked for being super racist and misogynistic and being complete dicks in the voice chat. I wasn't there, so I just had people message me being like, hey, these guys are doing this stuff. So I was like, yeah, okay. And then one of the other mods kicked them. And I was like, perfect. I didn't even have to do anything. And then the one guy messaged me. He was like, hey, I wasn't doing anything. So I messaged him back. I was like, it's too late to deal with you right now. I'll deal with this later. So I messaged him back the other day. And I was like, all right, I talked to some other people about what happened. You're not welcome back until you're ready to be a mature contributor to our community. Asking for people being mature on the internet. How silly of me. And that was like a week ago. So today he decided to finally message me back with his wonderful command of the English language and his colorful choice of words. Let me read the first message that he sent me. He says, go back to gargling, Garggling. I don't believe that's how you spell gargling. Horse jizz, you ugly ass big toothed whore. Prob 35, but you look 50 plus dumbass cunt. But you look fucking 50 plus dumbass cunt. I don't know.
Well,
his English.
There are two main points here I'd like to point out. You technically are the grandma of the server.
It's
and
true,
I've heard that it is healthy to guzzle horse cum. So
horse cum.
You've heard, are you
saying? So if it makes you
straight
feel
from the
better.
horse's mouth is where you've heard this.
Speaks from experience, I think.
Yeah, that's what I assumed as well.
Straight from the horse's cock.
Yeah. And then he continues and goes, I already got back into the chat from my alts. But as you know, if you get banned from a Discord server, it's an IP ban. So unless he decided to use a VPN, which most people don't bother because it's a lot of fucking work to set up. Yeah, he should have realized that he wasn't banned. He was just kicked. But obviously he's too dumb. And then he sent me a couple pictures of myself that he pulled off of my public Instagram page that is the same username as the one that I use in Discord. So I responded with, oh, that's cute. You found my public Instagram page that has the same username as this one. You're such a detective. You do realize that bans are IP bans, and the fact that you can still be on the server means you didn't get banned? Right? Or are you really that stupid?
Drama!
Alright, we now need Keemstar. Dev, hit us with the intro.
Welcome to Drama Alert Nation.
Oh,
I am your host,
God,
Killer
Jesus.
Keemstar. Get raw into the news.
Oh, man. You guys are going to give me cancer. You know what's
then
gonna
he
happen?
called
I'm
me
gonna
and-
be the next Chris Benoit. I'm the Chris Benoit of Community Bite.
Wait, but Chris Benoit is the champion of the WWE
Oh,
currently.
I forgot. I'm sorry. Guys, remember, everyone tweet at WWE. Congratulations, Chris Benoit for the
And Neil Breen.
yeah, and congratulations, Chris Benoit for winning the WWE Championship. Yeah, that's so fucked up. Jesus Christ. All right.
Chris Benoit is my dad.
Oh my god. All right. I think we reached the culmination. We've reached the lowest of lows. Ariel.
And the highest of highs.
And
I'm.
Ariel.
Yeah,
Funhouse server is great.
I know.
I've never even been there.
I know. It's okay.
That guy's a real shithead, though.
Honestly, I was egging him on. I was totally egging him on.
I wouldn't have even responded.
Has Discord
If I were-
responded to you?
No, not yet. I don't think. Hold
They're
on,
in
let me
PAX
check.
West,
Okay.
so they're
All
pretty
right, I
busy.
gotta go real quick. So it's the final word. Dick's out.
Oh my god.
Shut
who?
up, V.
Was he
He
sexually
left.
harassing
He
us?
left. Oh,
Was
no.
that sexual harassment?
I don't know.
I don't
It was
know
V,
what-
so probably not.
I don't know what it is about people on the internet and how they decide to like sexually harass women. Because I've even had that in Overwatch, which is also why I really don't talk on their voice comms a lot. Is because of all of the shit I've gotten from even saying something in voice chat. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't use the Overwatch voice chat. I always just play with people on Discord, so.
That's for me at least. I've never even heard one person talking Overwatch. Like I hardly even meet anyone that's even in the voice chat. But I guess that's why.
Mark, absolutely not. I'm just saying that right now with no context. Mark, no. God. No. I mean, I
It's a
just like,
ruckus stir.
I mean, we're gonna go psychological here, but like, I mean, it's just what Chocolate said or Crit said in chat. It's just like, you know, that guy who messaged you, like he feels some kind of power over you, even though he
No,
doesn't have any power.
I
over you.
think he was looking for a reaction, which he did not get,
Yeah.
which made him very mad.
I think he's trying to troll you real hard.
But they can't out troll the trolliest troll that exists.
Exactly. That's why he got mad. He's like, damn it, this ain't gonna work.
I know,
Need
and
new
I've probably got a lot more practice than he does.
That's
True.
true. I mean, Ariel, you're the grandma
Mm-hmm.
of the Discord or of the Discord community. You're the grandma.
It's true.
She takes care of all of us.
I do.
I know. You're just so kind. What would we do without you?
I have no idea. You probably all would die.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
That escalated quickly.
I know, like I'm not even in the Discord. I'm already chosen to die.
Yeah. Where's my noose?
This choice has been made for you. You don't have a choice.
Well, we've reached some kind of ending, I guess.
Yep.
So,
All right.
any final words from you guys?
Yeah, like, subscribe, give me your social security numbers. Put it all in the comments. Credit card numbers.
Oh, come play games with us. We're fun.
Yeah,
I think.
definitely.
I think
I
we're
mean,
okay. We're okay.
We're pretty cool.
That's
pretty
that's
cool.
the community bite saying or quote.
We're pretty okay.
We're okay. All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.